What's up, guys? Welcome to today's stream. Hopefully, y'all is having a good day. Start this game up. Gotta rearrange some things on my table real quick. Turn this bright light off. Alright, let's try to figure out this game. It's like this background noise I'm hearing. Any day now, Instagram. It don't take that long to post a video. I'm about to say, I was like, dang, bro. Okay. Let's try to figure this stuff out. I think when I looked it up online, it's like a ship or something that I got to scale or scan or whatever, and it's like, bro, just say that. Talk about scale plate pack data lead. What does that even mean? Stuff like that, bro. I'm like, man, you guys, come on now.
Callisto, Sentinel.
I didn't even know I had that.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
What was that?
Argon Trading Station. Drill, Mineral, Sentinel. Docking granted.
I ain't trying to dock.
Argon Trading Station.
See, and I feel like that's where I should be at, but I do not know. Oh, is that it? Okay, let's stop autopilot.
Engaged.
See how this goes. Hopefully it goes good.
Docking aborted.
I don't think this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like it's gonna be some silly stuff. If it is, I'm just gonna play something else.
Autopilot. Entering system. Silent witness.
So I think I am supposed to be going here.
Autopilot. Disengaged. Autopilot. Disengaged. Autopilot. Disengaged. Autopilot. Disengaged. Autopilot. Disengaged. Autopilot. Disengaged.
I gotta go and open this thing back up and then...
Autopilot. Disengaged. Autopilot. Disengaged.
I keep saying disengage. I'm like, dang, bruh.
Autopilot. Disengaged.
I swear, man, you just being extra.
Autopilot. Disengaged. Autopilot. Disengaged.
Man, I should have just left it alone.
Autopilot. Disengaged. Autopilot. Disengaged. Autopilot. Disengaged. Entering system. Profit Center Alpha.
It's like, is it working again? Dang, bruh.
Autopilot. Engaged.
That's just weird.
Autopilot. Entering system. Silent witness.
So it's like, where am I supposed to be? I mean...
Disengaged.
It's like, bro, will you please stop saying that and just fly to the area, man?
Autopilot. Autopilot. Disengaged.
I swear, this game.
Autopilot. Disengaged. Autopilot. Disengaged.
And it's like the thing is guided there. I don't know why it's being silly.
Autopilot. Disengaged. Autopilot. Disengaged.
I swear, man. Now I know they probably expect me to, oh, you gotta restart the whole game. No, person shouldn't have to restart the whole game. It's like if you have an option in there to be able to be used, then it's like, okay, then let me use it. I mean, that just doesn't even make any sense.
Autopilot. Disengaged.
I swear, it's like games just be having some old silly stuff happen. 'Cause it just doesn't even make any sense.
Docking granted.
So I'll dock and then undock, but I'm not gonna be out here restarting games left and right.
Successfully docked.
Welcome.
Autopilot. Engaged. Autopilot. Disengaged. Autopilot. Disengaged.
This game, I swear, man, it's like the developers, they have to know stuff like this exists. I mean, you just don't have it where some stuff exists in a game and not know about it. I mean, games is out here just glitching. I don't get that. It's like the thing is marked on the map, just let me go to this area.
Autopilot. Disengaged. Autopilot. Disengaged.
It's that type of stuff where I'm like, man, I really do wish that it's, that I now know that when I get a game, I'm definitely going to do some research on it. I'm going to do research. I'm going to ask around. Like, I'm going to do a whole investigation with that game before I just go out and buy it. Because this is just stupid.
Highway. Atikva's choice. 1. Autopilot. Disengaged.
It's like, man, why does it people have to like go and just load up the game? And it's like, fam, just let me do what I was just doing. It's like, I just don't get that type of stuff. It's like you can't press certain buttons and then it just disables the autopilot. Then what's the point of even it existing? just so he can send me back to the area that I was at. Like, I just, man, it's like, it's silly stuff like that where it's like, fam, people, work on your game.
Don't worry, it won't do anything to your systems. The safest method of delivery is through an external vulnerability. You can usually find some on poorly maintained stations. We leave it up to you which station to target. Just let the program do its thing.
Docking Grant. Autopilot engaged.
It's like engaged, but it ain't doing nothing.
Successfully docked.
Welcome.
Thanks for coming.
Oh my god.
Callisto. Sentinel. Autopilot engaged.
I ain't pressing nothing. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I ain't doing nothing until they send me to the area I need to go to. Just find it silly where it's like, oh yeah, it got an autopilot feature, but if it's on low battery, it ain't gonna work. Or if you accidentally exit out of it, then it's just gonna shut down on you. Because the autopilot is bipolar. It's like, imagine if an actual plane were to do some stuff like that, had like a bipolar autopilot system. People are losing their lives.
Autopilot. Entering system. Silent witness.
Okay, so now what do I do? Is this the ship? And I know I'm not in that area, so it's...
Autopilot. Disengage.
I ain't playing this. This is just stupid. I tell somebody to go somewhere and it's like they can't even do it. How did this game manage to just stay in business for all these years? Like, honestly, though. Like, that's just silly. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have it where you gotta go to this area, but you can't go to the area for whatever reason. Yeah, because people out here are paying all this money for a video game to just not go to areas and not be able to explore. It's just, man, I'm telling you, it's just certain things with video games where I'm like, man, I think it's best you guys just close up shop, because that just don't make no sense. People out here ain't buying games to not be able to play them or not to be able to progress. So it's I'm just saying, you guys got a video game you need to be working on, work on it. But I just find stuff like that silly. It's like you out here telling people to do this mission, but it's like, then I finally figure it out and I can't do the mission. Then what sense does it make to even owning the game? Stuff like that is just so annoying. It's like, man, people, you know you got a video game that don't work properly, update it. Like forcing people to go out and play other games because your guys' game don't work. I'm telling you right now, they come out with another one of them X games, I ain't buying it. It's like, forget that whole series. I ain't fooling around with that game. I don't care for them coming out with another game. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Oh my god, it's like, man, I hate when it's like, I just play a video game to just be at peace, have fun with it. But no, they're like, oh, let's just have it where we just gonna put you through some extra crap for no reason. No reason whatsoever. Just don't get that type of stuff, man. I'm saying, it's like, if you guys got a game that needs to be worked on, then work on it. But just like, don't just have a game that's out and then it's like, y'all ain't doing nothing to it. Because I promise you, from this day forward, I ain't saying nothing good about no X4 Foundation. People ask me about it, I'm like, no, do not fool with it. Game don't even halfway work. Game been out since 2018. You mean to tell me there's games that came out before and after 2018? They work perfectly fine. They have it where there ain't no vague guidance in the game. No, they tell you what you need to do. And then guess what? You end up beating the game. X4 Foundations, it's almost as if like they don't want people to beat their game. They just want to see people just sit around and struggle. It just doesn't even make any sense. You start up a game to play it, not to sit around and get stuck on no missions. Now, I just don't get why that's like a trend with video games. Oh, gamers for some reason like that. They like being stuck on a mission and not being able to progress in game. Yeah, I know my way around a galaxy that you guys... That's like putting me in a catacombs or something, and then you built this catacombs, but you're expecting me to know every inch of it and everywhere to go. I'm saying it's stuff like that where it's like, man, people, you have to honestly sit down and think about that type of stuff. Do not come out with a video game with little to no guidance, expecting people to watch hours worth of tutorials on YouTube just to figure out how to do one level. It's like, man, like I said, they come out with another one of them X games, I ain't fooling with it. Because that just doesn't even make any sense. You want people to sit down and play the game, yet you give out no guidance. And according to the people that was in my stream last night, this has been an ongoing thing with their series. And I came extremely close to buying one of their older games. But after this, nah, I ain't buying nothing else. Just doesn't even make any sense. I get so sick and tired of playing unfinished video games. That's just, nah, man. I'm telling you, companies need to start being punished for that type of crap. It's like, I buy your guys' game to support it. I don't buy it to be out here getting stuck on no missions. I wish people would understand that crap. But it just seems like nowadays it's like developers is like, nah, that's the trend and that's what we're gonna just do. We're gonna come out with unfinished video games and we just gonna keep having them being unfinished until we feel the need to finish it. All they just need to do is just come out with one big giant patch update, fix all the crap that you guys got going on in the game, and that's it. That's all you gotta do. Why is that so difficult? It's like you guys sat down and decided to make a difficult video game, so you shouldn't be thinking about, oh, well, it's difficult to do this, it's difficult to do that. Well, then don't make no difficult video game, plain and simple. And I just know if I go and I make some video talking about that crap, then of course there's that one fan that just, they do everything. They just go around looking for anybody bad-mouthing the X4 Foundations, and they're all like, oh, well, the problem is, you gotta do, I'm not trying to hear of no fixes, I'm not trying to hear of nothing. The thing is this, what needs to happen is the developers either need to make a simpler version of X4 Foundations, or they need to patch the problems that exist within that game. It shouldn't require no fan to be sitting here doing everything in their power, being a keyboard warrior, defending the video game. I'm not trying to hear for no defense. I'm trying to see a patch update that's gonna fix the problems in your guys' game. Your game exists, my money is gone, and there's issues within your guys' game. So how do we solve that math problem? Because I'm not looking at any other answers besides we come out with a patch update and we fix the existing problems with the game. Anything else? Not hearing it. But man, I'm telling you, if I buy one more video game and that game is just remotely halfway broken, I know there's gonna be a lot of different developers hearing from me, because that just don't even make no sense. You got way too many developers being comfortable with that type of stuff, and I guarantee and I promise you, if there was more punishments with that, we would see video games in top tier shape. It wouldn't be no existing bugs and problems and issues with video games. And that's honestly what needs to start happening. These companies like Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, Epic Games, all that crap. Of course, you got like Battle.net, EA Play, and stuff like that, where they gonna do everything in their power to defend their game. But these bigger stores, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, like these stores, I'm like, no, they should have like a video game team where it's like, if this game ain't good or it got bad ratings, we're taking it out of our store. And we're issuing everybody back their money. And if you guys for some reason spent all that money, then you guys is gonna face a lawsuit. Having people buy an unfinished product. False advertisement, making it seem like, oh yeah, we're gonna come out with this trailer, making it seem like that whatever you see in the trailer, that's what you're gonna experience in the game. No, you're gonna experience an autopilot that don't work. I'm telling you, if there's ever a time where I become a rich billionaire, and I would like to hope and think that that's at some point in time in my life. But if I decide to come out with a video game store and companies are like, oh, we want to do business with you, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, is your game in an overwhelmingly positive 5-star state? Because if not, we ain't selling your guys' game. To start all the way from scratch with video game development, or you need some sort of, and I just don't get the idea of X4 Foundation where it's like there's just no guidance. There ain't no marker, there ain't no, you just gotta figure out everything on your own. Thinking people, and if anybody that spent hours in that game playing it, that's why. Hours trying to figure out stuff. Watching a bunch of different YouTube tutorials. I don't buy a video game to watch YouTube tutorials. I buy a video game to play it. This game, Dragon Age, the Veilguard, TCG Card Shop Simulator, Grand Theft Auto, I ain't never sat down and be like, oh, let me watch hours upon hours of a video game to figure out how to play it. If that's the case, I'm not going to be fooling with it. But if I can't figure it out on my own, and it should just be an easy, simple figuring it out. But if I gotta do all this extra stuff just to figure out the game, then I'm like, then that game don't need to be in stores. It doesn't. It shouldn't require a college education, 10 years of working for an airline service, NASA, and all these other different companies to just play one video game. Like, ever since I bought that game, it's always been an issue. It wasn't an issue with the visuals, it was an issue with the gameplay, one or the other. Having it where a person gotta do all this extra stuff just to play a game. It's like, fam, your guys' game's been out since 2018. What's the problem? Just don't get it. Come out with a game and the game don't work. But I'm supposed to say good things about the game. And I ain't trying to hear no crap all like, oh, everybody's entitled to their opinion. No, it is a fact. Your guys' game doesn't work. It's like playing this game. Oh, the gas don't work. It's like, it's key things in a video game that needs to work. Autopilot needs to work. That's like the gas for this car not working. That's like your feet being paralyzed in Grand Theft Auto. I'm trying to think of some other video games out there. It's like your hands not working in UFC or one of the Fight Night boxing games. I'm saying there's key things in a video game that needs to work. If it don't work, fam, shut your game down until it does work and then release it when it does. But I'm just, man, I'm getting sick and tired of playing these games and it's just not working. It's like I said, I buy another game and that game don't work. I'm like, it's going to be a problem with me and some developers. And I'm getting sick and tired of that crap. It's like, companies make all this money off of fans, and they just release crap. They don't release nothing good. Then you got developers out there that actually do sit down, take the time to work on their game. Nah, it just gets canceled out by games where the developers just don't care for some reason. That's what I should do. I should prank call the X4 Foundation, either developers, support, whoever. I should just like prank call them and just be so vague with what I want to talk about. They're like, hi, welcome to the X4, whatever their headquarters name are. They're like, welcome to our establishment. How can I help you today? It's like, I'm searching for answers. Like, oh, well, answers about what? I'm like, about your guys' video game. I'm like, oh, what is it that you want to talk about? Well, whatever exists in the video game. You see how stupid that conversation sounds? That's exactly how I feel when I'm playing your guys' game, and it explains absolutely nothing. Like, just call them up and just have like a straight up dumb conversation with them, just so they could get a taste of their own medicine. And I guarantee and I promise you it'll probably be later on that night, they're like, oh, we're coming out with an update to better explain the video game. You should have did that back in 2018 when you released it. I can only imagine if this is where the game is at right now in 2024, and this game came out back in 2018, I would have, bro, I'm telling you, I probably would have just stopped playing PC games altogether if I had to play that game day one of it releasing. I wonder what the reviews were like when that game very first came out. I'm curious. I'm extremely curious. What were the reviews? Ask ChatGPT, because I know Google ain't gonna have the answers. You try Googling stuff and they want to say some most stupid things. What were the ratings for X4 Foundation when it released? X4 Foundation was released November 2030, 2018. Its initial reception was mixed. Critics and players highlight both the potential and the challenges of the game. The breakdown, Steam initial had mixed reviews due to numerous bugs, a steep learning curve, and an interface that many found confusing. However, players who stuck with it praised its depth and open-ended gameplay. The Metacritic, the PC version, had a score of 59 out of 100. IGN and similar outlets, major publications often skipped it, reviewing due to its niche audience, but smaller echo players' feedback, potential for greatness. So it was mixed. I know it wasn't positive or mostly positive or very positive or overwhelmingly positive. I know that much. Because if that game would have been at an overwhelmingly positive, then it's like, then what happened? It's like a person shouldn't have to be coming across all these different issues in your guys' game. Fix that stuff. It's like you guys ain't doing nothing else besides working on a video game. My question is what else would you guys be possibly doing? Then I feel like that's when one of the developers or somebody, they'll say some old sad stuff, and then it's like, okay, well, you know what? It'd probably be best, shut the game down, whatever stuff that you got going on in your life, focus on that. And then when you have 100% of your brain to focus on X4 Foundations, then that's when you release the game. But my money is still gone. You guys got it. It's like, I straight up hate feeling like this after playing a video game. It's just, that just being stressed out after playing a game, I'm telling you, that companies honestly should start facing. It's funny how it's like people, I've always defended games and saying like, oh, you know, video games don't make people go crazy. But I'm starting to like retract back on that statement. Like, yeah, maybe not like go out and, you know, harm people type crazy, but like, no, video games, they can make people think differently. Cause it's just, to me, I just don't get how you study. Like, let's just lay this out, right? Let's just lay this whole thing out. You're birthed. At some point in time, your parents birthed you in this world. You spend a good majority of your, you know, preschool ages playing with toys, just being overall a kid, right? And then at some point in time, while you're either in school, out of school, maybe it might be a situation like me where your parents got you into video games, but regardless, you come across video games. For the first time in your life, you play a video game and it's your favorite video game of all time. Like, it's the best video game ever. You're like, no, I cannot get enough of this video game, right? So you play this video game, you play it, and then maybe at you're in high school or somewhere, you start learning about video game development. So you're all like, okay, cool, you know, I think I can get into this. So you kind of develop some little mobile games, some little indie games, and you're like, oh, this is fun, you know, let me see what jobs is hiring with video game development. Then you come across the company. Let's just see what the developers are behind X4 Foundation. You come across a company called Ego Soft. I'm like, yeah, y'all got an ego, all right. But anyways, you come across a company called Ego Soft. You apply for the position. You get hired. You mean it? And then no. So let's say this is prior before the development of X4 Foundation. So yeah, let's say like on that day, you guys are all sitting around there, all like, hey, I think it's about time we make another X game. And I think we should call it X4 Foundation. And it should be this big old giant open world space game where they have just all these different things. And I felt like that sitting down talking part, that's where it was like, okay, we need to make this the best possible game for everybody. Not just some people, for everybody. Because I feel like you have to have played X1, 2, 3, whichever side projects they came out with, and this one, 4 Foundations, just to figure the game out. But no, instead of making a simple video game, with anybody can play it, you decide to come out with the most vague, unexplained video game of all time. Because I done played a lot of different video games before in my life. This is the first time I played a video game where it explained nothing. Absolutely nothing. I done played other space games. I'm saying Spaceborne 2, that's a game where they explained everything. Elite Dangerous, I'm trying to think. I think they explained everything for a little bit. Game's just overall still stupid. I'm trying to think. I remember playing a little bit of Everspace. I really didn't know what I was doing in there, but I know I had fun flying around shooting stuff. I'm trying to think. No Man's Sky, I feel like No Man's Sky, it's like I didn't have no issues playing that game. I'm trying to think of some other space games. Space Engineer, didn't really sit down and play that game, but I didn't have no issues starting off that game for the first time. I'm trying to think of some other space games I didn't play. I'm saying, it's like, you guys need, and that needs to be the first priority of your guys' game. Explain it more. But how you guys, I'm telling you, I would hate that with a passion if I had to learn about video game development from Ego Soft. Because I'm telling you, that's going to be the most, I'm going to pretty much go into that class with the same knowledge, or leave that class with the same knowledge that I went in there with. Absolutely nothing. Because why? Ego Soft don't know how to explain stuff. I would just love to get into a debate with one of their, because I'm telling you right now, if I were to ever get into a debate, like, because I just know that there'll probably be a developer, they'll hear this, and they're going to be like, oh, how dare he talk bad about our game, and how bad, how we developed it, and all this other stuff. Nah, let's sit down and debate this guy. He don't know nothing about video game development. Yeah, a guy that's been playing video games almost all his life. I don't know absolutely nothing about video games. At least I know this much. Every other video game, my thing is this, right? Let's just lay out two different types. Let's lay out X4 Foundations and Spider-Man. Alright, X4 Foundation, space game. You would think, okay, everybody that played this game, they don't really know about space like that. So let's try to do our absolute best. I'm saying pretty much walk them throughout this game, alright? But we're gonna have it where they're gonna play that game and they're gonna feel like a space god. Like they know everything that they need to know about space, right? And then you got Spider-Man, where they're like, okay, we know nobody ain't Spider-Man, but we're just gonna have it where we walk them throughout this game. So you gotta fight this guy, you gotta fight these bad guys, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. X4 Foundation, they just gonna put you in space and just pretty much tell you to survive and close the door behind you. I'm like, man, I'm telling you, I never get another X4 Foundation game. That's the last time, or just overall any X game period. I ain't buying no DLCs. I ain't getting nothing X related or from EgoSoft. Not until they come out with a game where it explains stuff. Come out with a game and explain absolutely nothing and expect people to know. It's like, I don't even want to look at the game. And I'm just going to play TCG Card Shop. I know I'm not going to rage or feel a certain way on that game. One of those comfort games where they at least explain stuff. They're like, oh, we know everybody that plays this game don't own no card shop. So yeah, we gonna have it where it's just a walk in the park. All right. Dang, $2,000 just to buy the license for the... Nah, I'm good. Because I ain't even gonna have... I'll see about getting it afterwards. How many of those do I have? Hold on for a second. Okay, I guess I can get another... That's what I need to be doing. I need to be buying like more. But see, that's the thing, because I'm like, I'm trying to... I need to expand. And I need more shells. Do I have... No, I ain't got no things out. Let's put this there. Wow. Okay. I'll take that. That's crazy. They probably see me open up that card too, and they're like, fam, you ain't gonna put that card out? Not at all. That is my card and my card only. like I should. Yeah, let's open up another pack. I mean, not as good as that pack, the other one, but yeah, I'll take it. So I move out the way, homie. People ain't buying the sprays. They just out here just being funky for no reason. But yeah, I would honestly love to debate the developers behind X4 Foundations, because I just know that I'm going to have fun with it. Somebody that's been playing games almost his whole life, and then here's the thing: it's gonna either be one of two things, right? I debate them. The debate doesn't go in my favor. Like it ends up just pretty much being a situation where they just demolish me throughout the whole debate. But here's the thing, though: it got to that point where I did debate them, because I felt like that the reason why people the only reason why that debate would happen is because others see the issues with that game too. So it's like, the thing is this: I can take the L on the debate. I just know for a fact, though, the game's still messed up. But yeah, that's stuff like that. It needs to be talked about. It honestly needs to be discussed. Where it's like, imagine buying a pair of Jordans, right, and it's unfinished. You outside walking, and that whole Jordan just collapse on you, and you trying to figure out what just happened. And they talking about, oh, come by to the Nike store in about 2-3 weeks, and we'll give you a more updated version of that Jordan. Now, so it's like, yeah, let's say it's the midsole that comes out undone. So now it's the tongue of the shoe that comes undone, and you're trying to figure out, like, how does that even happen? So you to come back now, it's like, oh, instead of 2 weeks, it's gonna be a few months. Come back, the shoelaces disintegrate when it gets touched by rain. And the only thing that they can offer out is just an apology. Like, oh, we're sorry, we're working on it. And it's just going to be the same thing over and over again until they have a fully functional shoe. Ain't no Nike, I guarantee and I promise you, Nike would not be in business. If they were releasing unfinished shoes, they would not be in business. I guarantee and I promise you that. It's like, only reason why they would come out with an unfinished shoe is just that, oh, it's some trend. That's probably why people ain't buying the spray, because it's like, they out here getting sprayed as soon as they walk in here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and call it with this stream after I'm done with this this day in here. It's like, video games got me stressed. Now I got a slight headache. All thanks to X4 Foundation, the most unexplained space simulator known to mankind. God. If it wasn't dark outside, I'd go and look up a place where they give blackout head massages. Like, that's what I need right about now. So I need me a good old-fashioned head massage. But shout out to the developers that they put hard work into their game. Like, they work on their game day and night. They don't take no days off. They don't take weekends off. Like, you're working on your game day and night. They're like, I'm not letting nothing stop me. I'm overall making sure of it that my... Dang, $403? Making sure of it that my fans are happy and satisfied with the game. We're not going to do no shady or no scamming stuff. Like, we're making sure of it that fans like our game. We ain't going to come out with a game and then after some time done pass, we just going to shut down doors because we're not happy with where the reviews are at. Like, no, you actually care about the gamer. Because there's probably people that's gamers themselves. That's something that I would like to see the developers behind X4. I'm like, what other video games or what games did you guys play growing up? Because I want to see and I want to play them games for myself. Just so I can see if they had like tutorials and it explained everything. Because X4, I guess, or the X series, it's been coming out for some time now. So it's like, okay, you guys was there during like the PlayStation 2 era, PlayStation 3 era. Like you was there for some different eras of video games. So I know for a fact you guys ain't played no game where it was like, oh, it just didn't explain absolutely nothing. And that's why we took the inspiration from that and decided to make X4 or the X series. But I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I do not. I refuse to believe that you guys played a bunch of games growing up like X4. Cause ain't no way. And people, I know that people say some crap like that. Oh, well, it's a space game. Like, not everybody's familiar with space games. I'm like, so my thing is this. If that's the case, where people are not familiar with space games, like, yeah, take it or leave it. But that should be an indication right there that maybe we shouldn't have it where it's this overly difficult, challenging space game. Maybe we should have it where it's easy and it's simple. And no silly. Yeah, make it where the missions are difficult. I have that. I don't care. That don't mean nothing to me. I'll figure it out. But it just seems like that. It's like, nah, even they can say that the mission is easy. It ain't gonna be easy. There's a figuring out process that you gotta still do. It's like them cards sold out that fast. I swear, man, move out the way. Was that booster pad? There we go. I wasted all my money. I was like, why it look like the power done went out? Open up one of these packs. That's it? That's crazy. No, 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 no. We ain't doing that. It's like he fighting with. That man crazy. Ain't about them piglet things that's crazy. They didn't even have no more of them cards. So I guess he ain't getting that card. I need to. Do you have any more? Nope. It's like you sit there all you want to. I know my profit is gonna be low. Yup. After buying that card, Pat. Alright, I'm going to call it with this stream. Highly doubt people behind X4, they're gonna come out with an update to fix their game within the next time I play it. I really don't know when the next time I play that game, but yeah, let's go ahead. Gonna raid out to. I'm about to say, when did I open up their stream? We're gonna raid out to Imari. I'm about to say, I was like, I don't remember opening up her stream twice. Alright, let's follow in. I was about to say, I'm like, bro, I ain't even following that many people. What is going on? All right. Make sure y'all go follow Imari. Show her most amount of love and support. Be greatly appreciated. Till next time, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you, guys. Stay tuned for the next stream, and peace.